Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. So Immortal is a epic historical fantasy romance, and it is my best, my biggest, my most ambitious project that I've ever worked on. It is the longest book I've ever written, and I've been working on it for years, and it's the biggest one because it has companion books and a TV series scripts I've been writing. It is essentially my book baby, even beyond my debut novel, which was Hunter. And so I spent a lot of time editing and working on this even before I sent it to my editor. So shout out to Eshe who helped me edit this book. And so this is the vlog series as I edited Immortal. So yeah, it's a very long process. I hope you'll stick with me through the series. It was definitely really fun because I was like editing what my editor had said. I was editing for myself and the story and all the developmental stuff. I was historically fact checking. There's one section in here where I was also checking, a Japanese friend of mine had beta read the Japanese section, so I was watching for all that stuff. So I was pretty overwhelmed, but this is so fun, and I hope you guys are gonna really enjoy this. So yeah, stick with me, and I hope you really enjoy this. Hey everyone, so I do believe it's day 13 of editing Immortal, and I'm almost having the opposite effect from yesterday, where yesterday I was burnt out on the Tides of War and I just wanted to edit Immortal. Tonight I actually wrote in the Tides of War and got into both scenes a lot, and I really don't feel like editing Immortal. Not that I don't want to continue the story, but the Rome bit was new that I added the last couple times I worked on it on my own, whereas this other bit is like from the original. I've read it a million times, and so I'm kind of dreading it a little bit more. Not that it's bad, but it's just repetitive for me. But the other thing is that tonight I'm just listening to recordings and going over big picture stuff for Rome. So I think that's kind of what I'm gonna do tonight and then go from there. But I think honestly the burnout is just from me working constantly, and I kind of just want to relax and watch YouTube and kind of wind down a little bit, and I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that, simply because I have been working so much this year just in general, and for the last month or so, as soon as we got back from the cruise, I hit it hard when I got back in my normal routine, and so I'm kind of just feeling the burnout, honestly, and it's like my emotions are kind of just all over the place with everything. Like sometimes I'm into the Tides of War, sometimes I'm into Immortal, sometimes I don't want to do anything, you know what I mean? So I don't know, I'm gonna listen to a few recordings and see what happens and what stuff I have to fix and go from there. So we'll see what happens, and I'll check in with you guys later. Hey guys, it's still day 13 of editing Immortal, and I didn't actually change anything in Immortal, but I did listen to all of the recordings, and my phone decided to stop working, so I had to like start it again, and then I got to listen to a few more, and then I had to restart. I didn't want to restart it again, so I tried pulling it up on the computer, and then I found the search function on there, and so I was able to finish out the last few recordings. So I finished all of the Rome recordings, and I think everything was actually dealt with. In the Rome arc, I'm pretty content with where it is. I made a few overarching notes for my editor to double check for round 2, and then I had 2 sticky notes that I made that I put in various parts of the book that were overall notes that we did discuss during this time. So yeah, that's basically all I did, but it's still important for me to make sure that I did catch everything, because the thing is, a lot of what we discussed was like her notes, but just we talked about it more in depth, and so a lot of those, like, I remembered enough to like address those when I came to it. I won't do that for everything, obviously, but it helped me make sure that I caught everything. The biggest one is that I need to cut some things, and I don't know exactly what to cut or where, so that's kind of like, oh, I'm gonna ask her for round 2 and go from there. So I got all of that done, and I think it's like 10:47, so I was thinking about filming another YouTube video, a Christmas themed one, but I may just chill, so I will check in with you guys the next time I work on this. Hey everyone, I do believe it's day 14 of editing Immortal, potentially, so I did actually make some effort here. Basically I went through Rome, and there was one big picture thing I needed to do, which was a line somewhere in there to do with one particular character, and then my main character, Jace, like his reflections or thinking about that in a certain way to establish something. And I did that And that's it for today. Today we had a party, like a November party bash with our friends. Because like my husband and my sister have a birthday in November, and then my husband's coworker's wife has a November birthday, so we always just do a November birthday bash type thing. And so we played a lot of games and we had fun and it was amazing and we joked and everything, but I'm tired and I'm beat, and I wrote in the Tides of War, and I did at least edit something in Immortal, so I can officially say that I'm done with Rome for round 1. Because keep in mind, this is round 1. I got a round 2 coming. So I'm going to call it for the evening. I have to film a TikTok that I post on TikTok, Instagram as a reel, and YouTube short, which is about NaNoWriMo, which is my writing. So I'm going to get that done and over with, and then I will relax the rest of the evening. So I will check in with you guys the next time I actually do some work. And I will try my best this week to get back into full-on editing Immortal, yeah, this week. So check in with you guys then. Hey guys, it's day 14 of not editing in Immortal. So it is November 18th and it's 2:17 a.m. Technically that means it's the 19th for me, but who cares? I haven't gone to bed yet. So today was my husband's birthday. So we went out to eat, we went shopping. It was a long but wonderful day. And Saturdays are my busy nights, so I sent out both my newsletters, but due to the fact that my hard drive got corrupted, so I had to back everything up to the cloud, I used up all of my internet data limit for the month, so my internet is slowed down, and so it took me 9 till 11:30 to do both my newsletters when it should have, usually it takes me about an hour. So it took me all of my me time. So I didn't get to write until after 1. It was like 1:20 when I started writing in the Tides of War. And I wrote and just now finished writing. As you can see, I'm going to be editing a video. I have all my videos scheduled except for the last 2 Wednesdays of the month of December of the year, basically. So I want to go ahead and get as much done as I can so that the whole year, like the rest of the year, is just scheduled and ready to go. And because of that, I'm also very tired. I would not be doing Immortal justice if I tried to edit it tonight, as there's, I think, 1 or 2 final things I need to take care of in the Rome arc before I move on. And I was going to do those things tonight since, I don't have much time, but I have just enough time to do that. No, I don't have the brain awakeness or capacity to do that. So, and at the moment, I need to implement the changes of Wildfire. I've put that on the back burner. And then the special project I've been supposed to be working on, I've put that on the back burner too because I was really tired yesterday. So I won't be doing this essentially, but, and then I still need to put Dark Magi's new cover up. I still need to do Hunter's new cover. It's just absolutely crazy, but doing what I can. So I just wanted to fill you guys in. And since we went shopping, yes, it was my husband's birthday, but I got a couple books. So I figured with my writing vlog, I did quite a bit because I was waiting on my internet to load. So I was like, well, for this vlog, I can make it interesting and do the book haul with this one. So the first 2 things that I got, books. You can tell I'm not very awake. The first 2 books that I got were these. So they're RPG character backstory guide and game masters, like world building guide. So these are technically for RPG games like D&D, but they can apply to writing. And so eventually I plan to do a book series, a video series. My English is great tonight, of going through these. I have other books too that I plan to use and go through in a video series. Let me know in the comments below if you guys would like that. And the other 2 were fictional books. I had another one that was historical fiction of a chick going through a guy's diaries from way back when, and I was like, that sounds very similar to Immortal. But I put that one back. So this one, I love thrillers, and this one sounds like a Clue situation where they're all locked in and all dying. And then Everking seems like a fantasy romance, right up my alley. So I got that. So that's my book haul. And then I got a planner and some stickers as a better way of keeping track of my planning, my YouTube channel. So yeah, that's my book haul, and this is day 13 of editing Immortal, which means I'm not doing any editing tonight. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. That's it. That's all I got. Hey everyone, so I think it's day 14 of editing. No, it was day 14 last time, so it's day 15 of editing Immortal, and it is 9:20, and I actually got my writing done this morning when my sister was at work. So I was at the time not sure if I was going to sit down and write some more and then edit or what, but when I started my me time today around 7:30, I decided to get started at the secret project that shall not be named, that I can't talk about, and that's what took up the last 2 hours of my time between research and the hour and 17 minutes I spent actually writing. Yeah, that's what took up most of my time. I'm a little concerned, and I wish I could talk about it, but without giving away any details, since I'm not sure I'm supposed to talk about it in detail, I am supposed to be, we'll just say I'm supposed to be writing in somebody else's universe for a project, and we're supposed to get it to at least 7,000 words, and I've only got it to 3,095 right now. So I'm 4,000 short, and I can't think of anything else to add to it, but it's very difficult, so it happens. But I'm ready to take a break and get back into editing Immortal, like full on editing Immortal. I'm ready to relax because this has been the source of a little bit of stress lately. Thinking about it and trying to figure out how to go about doing it and everything. So I'm just ready to relax tonight and get back into editing Immortal, full on editing, since the last couple nights I've only been doing piddling or nothing at all. So I'm ready to get started. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm getting ready to start 131 AD China. There's a letter before that, and then starting that one. My goal is to do that entire era tonight, if not the next one, since they're both pretty short, which would be 200 and something AD China, or Japan actually. So my goal is to get through both of those tonight. But it's 9:30, so I have exactly 2 hours to see how far I can get. So yeah, I'm just gonna get to work, and I'll check in with you guys when I have something worthy to report. So this might not be a flattering angle, but I realized something. I was looking through the notes because I like to take out the portion that I'm working on, like basically one era at a time, and I realized I added more to the story. So we have an extra era in between this one and the Japan one that I want to do, potentially even another one. So I'm probably not going to get to the Japan one tonight, but I definitely want to get through the 131 AD China, which is this bit. So definitely not as long as Rome. I don't know if it's doable or not, depending on how much stuff I have to edit. So now I'm getting to work. I just now pulled my document out, in case you were curious. So much for getting an entire era done tonight. So I did this and this and like this much of the next page, and that's all I got, and it's 10 o'clock and I am tired, so I would not be doing the book justice. Basically I ran into a dating issue with BC and AD versus what professional scholars use now, which is BCE and CE, to get away from the religious, like the religious aspect of it. Obviously I'm a Christian, so I don't want to take Christ out of it, but professionally I had to go back and fix a few of them, and then I had other issues with what Jace would do, and it's a big complicated thing. I messaged my editor, and it was a lot of thinking, and I'm tired, and I've already worked a lot today. So progress is progress, and I'm excited in making progress, and that's the important thing. So I'd rather take my time and do this right rather than rush through it and miss a whole bunch of things, or do it when I'm half tired and half asleep and not able to think properly and like miss a whole bunch of stuff, you know. So I want to take my time and do this right. So that's it for day 15, and I'll check in with you guys next time. I'm so excited to announce the Kickstarter. You guys have probably heard that it's going on right now, but I've actually been able to add hardbacks with dust jackets for Immortal and the Valiant series omnibus. That's all 5 books in one omnibus, and of course Immortal. It's amazing historical epic fantasy, and I want to thank you guys for watching this vlog series as I edited Immortal, or if you're watching the omnibus video as I got the omnibus together. It was a lot of work, and now it's finally come to fruition, so you guys can check out the Kickstarter and see if there's anything you'd like to support. support or back for gifts for you. We've got paperbacks, and now we've got hardbacks with dust jackets. There's all kinds of gifts available, ebooks and coloring books, notebooks, whatever tickles your fancy. So please go check out the Kickstarter. This was a lot of work to get the omnibus together. It was a lot of work to edit Immortal and get it together, and it's only available to August 14th, so check it out. And we're working toward the first stretch goal, which is chibi art of Nasan from Immortal. So if you're watching the Immortal editing, if you are interested in that story, in Nasan as a character, then help get to the stretch goal, because then we'll get chibi art of him, and that will get sent to all backers. So if you backed a digital, like an ebook, it'll get sent to you digitally. If you back a physical copy, like a hardback or a paperback, it'll get sent to you as a sticker. So go check it out. Check out the Kickstarter, see if there's anything you want. Check out the hardbacks. I worked so hard to get them together, and see if there's anything you'd like to support and help us get to the next stretch goal, which is chibi art. So forgot to add, the link will be in the description below, so check it out. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more writing and reading videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Liking my videos really helps push these videos into the algorithm. That's the way the algorithm works. So I appreciate every one of you who like these videos and watch them and stick with me. And in the meantime, if you liked this episode in the vlog series, then check out the next one. It'll be up as a premiere unless you're already watching this after it's out, but either way, check it out. You don't want to miss it. This super exciting stuff.